Hi there, welcome to CPC. I did this video before and the audio was pretty bad, so I'm trying this again just because people actually want to view the video but with a half decent audio. I don't know whether this is any better. I'm using a different microphone. I actually got the cold today, I got a bad throat, so it might not be much better, but let's try it anyway. Okay, so the whole point of the video was to show you how to set up a planner similar to GoodNotes, only in OneNote. So first of all, let me get started here. Okay, I'm just moving the microphone. First of all, you start with a new section. The principle now is to what I do is, because I have already made a PDF up that basically that's going to be my planner within OneNote, so I have to import it. So in the new section, I'm just going to call it we'll just call it main planner PDF. Right, so that'll allow me to import the main PDF here, which I'll do now. I may as well doing it now. So insert, and you're looking for PDF printout. That'll bring the PDF in from outside once you find it, that is. So there we go, a OneNote planner PDF, and we'll just insert that. It'll take a couple of minutes to go in. Now once this is in, all you do is copy and paste bits of it to exactly where you want to do. It's taking a bit longer than I thought. It's funny, every time I use OneNote it seems to kind of stress my MacBook. Nothing else apart from this software does it. And I use a lot of heavy graphics software in it as well, and it doesn't do this. It always seems to be with OneNote, hence why I don't really use it. So anyway, this is the planner that I have made up in Keynote, and what I do is I just copy that bits of this. I'll just show you what's through it. There's weeklies, that's the weeklies and monthlies, and if I just go down a bit further to the end of the planner, you'll see there's also a daily there, lined, ruled paper, square grids. You've got some clef paper there as well. You've got dot grid, you've got Cornell blank paper, and you've also got a weekly meal planner and a monthly savings tracker. If you really, I mean, you can make this up yourself in Keynote, or you can just basically make stuff up actually in OneNote, or you can purchase this from my Etsy site, which I'll leave at the bottom of the video. There's many other ones you can purchase, or you can make them yourself. They're quite easy. Right, so let's go on with it. What I'll do is basically setting it up. First of all, down here I'll add 12 sections for each month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'll just rename them. And we'll just call it Jan. February, March, April, May, excuse me, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Yeah, I know I put the whole the whole word in there, didn't mean to do that. Rename. Right, so that's basically your months. I'll also put an extra section there for a diary, for a meal planner, and for a budget, which I'll name. And I'll put in diary. Meals. Oh. Meals and budget. Oh. Right, so technically that's, I mean, you could be different here. You could actually make it up exactly the way you want to make it up. This is the way I chose to show you how to make it up. So basically following the 12 months, diary, meals and budget. That's straightforward and simple. Now what I do is I go to January, and this one I'll just name January, rename, and we'll just call it Jan, or you could type January, it's up to yourself what you want to do. I'll make it simple, January, and it's actually January month I'll put in here because this will be my monthly outlook. I'll add another one, and I'll put in, up to you what you want to do. I'm going to put in January week, and then I'll use a daily as well. Jan daily. Right, so that's me got 3 here, and what I want to do is I want to swap these about, put that up there, monthly first, weekly, and then daily. That's the way I want them. You can do as you want. I've got 3 separate pages here. You can actually have a calendar for the week here, and you can have a calendar for the month here, and a daily down below it, and whatever else you want. I like to do it in separate pages. So all as I do now is that although these are January and you'll have to rename them, what I'll do is I'll just copy them. It's just as quick. So I copy, and I get to February. I'll delete that one, delete, and paste the rest. Oh, it's not allowing me to do that. Why? Try pasting them now. Yep, funny that. Funny why it doesn't do that. That's Microsoft for you. Right, okay, so I'm going to have to leave that in till I paste. Delete. April. Paste. Delete. May. If this is if it starts getting boring for you, just kind of head through the video a bit. This is obviously, it's got to be done, so I'm kind of trying to do it step by step so that you can understand exactly what's going on. Obviously these have all got to be, these have also got to be renamed to obviously the month that they're in. Right, I'll go to July now. That's as far as I need to go just now. I'm just going to show you how to do it. Right, so there's your Jan, February. I'll rename these. And all you've got to do is put in Feb in there. And what I do is I'll just copy that, makes it a bit quicker. Copy. I go into the Jan week, and it's actually February week. Control V. Control and V, or Command and V, whatever you've got. Now March, I go into the first one, and I take that out and put in March. I'll just copy that again, copy, go in here, Command and V, Command and V. Right, and I'll do April. I think that's as far as I went, wasn't it? Yeah, go to April here. APR, copy it, Command and V, Command and V. Sorry about my throat, it's really bad. I've got the flu and it's pretty tough on the throat at the moment. Right, so we've done January to April. You can carry on right down, do the same. So we'll go back to January. What we want, as I say, you can do it whatever way you want, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to, the main planner is a PDF here, so I'm going to, they're actually labelled January here. You can actually make up your own where there's nothing on it at all, and you just put them in and name them as you go. But we're just going to copy this one, copy, go back to January and paste the month in. Now a wee trick I've learnt here is, see, when you go through these you all kind of change sizes, but I don't know what happens in here in Microsoft. So the way I've did it here, the easiest way to get the multi-line kind of as perfect as you can is go up the top and just hit enter, and then I put a capital I in, and if you see it there, all I do now is I take that up to the very corner of that, and I know exactly it's just going to be there. Then I right click on it and I restore original size. Then that takes it up to a nice big size for you to work on, and I do that with every one of them. If you see it still, you can actually just take that away now, or you could have copied it and put it in here. But again, just go up here, enter, capital I, we'll go back to main planner and we'll go for a week. That was a month, so I want a January week, copy, go back to January, into the week, just paste it in, right, and then we take it up so it's just lined up with that, and then we restore to image to original size, and that's the same. So if you go to January, the week, you see it's pretty much the same size and it stays in the same place. So we do that with daily. So we'll go back to the main planner and it'll be away at the very end. So we go to daily. As I say, you can make up your own dailies. That's the one here. Copy. Go back to January, get into daily, and again I'll type a enter and a capital I. Then that way I know where I'm going here. So if I just paste the daily in, take it up to line up with that little I there, as close as I can get it, and then right click and restore image to original size. Right, now that you've did that and you feel as though that they're the right size for you, they're where you want it, what I do, don't worry about doing this because you can undo it very easily. I'll right click on it and set picture as background, and that way you can write all over the top of it and it won't move. So you do that, and to undo it you just go in and hit it again, set picture as background, and it'll do it, it'll undo it. Right, so again, set picture as background, where are we? Let's set picture as background, and we'll do that with the week. Set picture as background, and we'll do that with the month. Set picture as background, where is it? There we go. Right, so they're all now set pictures, they're all a background now, so you can write on them, you can type on them, you can do exactly what you want. So that's the January done. So let's move on to February. The only reason I'm doing another one is so that I can show you how to link them. Not that you really need to, because you've got other links here, but I'll show you how to do it anyway. Right, so what you do is we'll go to February. In fact, yeah, we'll go to February. February month, February week, February daily. So let's go to main planner. We're going to February. Well, it's January, and then we're February. There we are. So there's February the month. We'll copy that. Go back to February. Go to the month. I like to, as I say, type in a capital I so I know where I'm placing it, and just paste it in. Take it up to that little I, as close as you can get it, and then restore image to original size. And now we're going back for the week, which is that one. Copy. Go back to February, and the week again. Enter, capital I, and we'll paste the next one in and shift it up to there, close as you can get it. Right click, restore to original size, and then we're looking for the daily. That's just any daily, it's the one at the very end. Right, copy there. Go back to February. Into daily again. Enter capital I. Paste the planner in and line up to here. Right click, restore to original size. Now that's you got February. Now what I like to do, as I say, is once they're set them as a background. Set picture as background. Now you can do what you want with these. You can draw all over them, as I say. You can add stickers. You can write over the top of them. You can type over the top of them. That way they don't move around. So let's go back to January. Now I'm going to delete these. Get them out of the road, because they will inevitably just be in the road. Delete, delete, delete. Right, so we'll go back to January. Now, as I said, if you do that all the way down, including your diary, your meals, your budget, you've basically got all the links here. You don't need links, but if you do happen to want, you know how people like to put tabs at the top of these, so they just click the tabs and they'll move to the other page. Well, you can do that through, basically it's like a table and links. So what you want to do is insert a table here, right? So let's go, there's not enough here, that'll be 10. So what we want is we want 1, 2, there's 10 there, so we click in here and we tab. That's 10, 11, 12, that's 12 months. So we'll put 1 in the centre as well. So it's like 13 you've got here. So I'll centre that up a wee bit. Now if you want, you can colour these. If I can find it, that is, where is it? Draw maybe? Insert table. I'm looking for the cells actually. Oh, it should be in here. So I right click. Set link, copy, set picture table. Let me just find it here. It usually comes up with a table. There we go, we've got a table here. That could be a colour there. There we go. So if we say yellow, nope, that's not it, that must be text. So let's highlight it. Why is it doing 2? Right, let's do top. There we go, so I'm looking for. Right, so if we do that one, why is it not highlighting what I want? Table we're in. Text, highlight colour, right, okay. Font colour. So where is the actual cell colour? Contact important. It's been a while since I did this. I don't really use it, as I say, but I'm trying to just find the colour. Format. No. Draw table. Definitely should be in the table. Oh, there we go. Shading. Right, so let's say we do them all greys or thereabouts, like so. We'll go highlight that in grey, right, and we'll do another grey. How did I get that shading? Right, let's do the second grey. Let's do the third grey. Let's do the fourth grey, and so on and so on. As I say, you can colour them the way you like. Let's try a peach and go up the shades. Entirely up to you what you like to do. Anyway, so that's the colours. Now you could set them on top like tabs if you like. Entirely up to you what you want to do. But what I'll show you how to link them. So say for instance this one, this first one, would obviously be the months I would be putting up here, so this would be January. So what I would be doing is I'd be going to the January here, then the January month, I would select all of that, and I would copy link to paragraph, copy link to paragraph, then I would go back to the January. Or did I start that in January? Hold on. Right, I'm going to kind of pause this a minute, hold on. Pause record. Right, so I put this in the wrong place, hold on a wee sec, I'll just cut that from there and go back to the month and paste it in there. Right, so let's line that up centre here, about there. Anyway, doesn't matter. Right, so on the January, obviously you want January in there, so you go to January month, you copy link to paragraph, you just click in that cell and paste. Right, January month. Right, you can wind in these and suit them as yourself. Right, okay, so that was the January month. Let's go to the January week, and I will leave that, we'll just do the months first, right? So we'll go to February month, we'll just highlight that. Nope, that's not it, sorry. February month, and we'll highlight that. Right click, copy link to paragraph, go back to January, click in here and paste. And we'll widen that out as well. Right, March, go to March month again. Let's highlight all of that. Copy link to paragraph, go back to January, click in the cell and paste, and we'll straighten that up as well. Right, so eventually that you go through the whole lot of these, and what will happen is, say that you're in January month and you want to go to March month, you'll just click on the March month and it will take you to the March month. As you can see, obviously I've not got anything in there. If you go back to January again, you go to February month, it'll take you to February month. Now once you are on January, you've filled all these in for what you want, all you do is you just copy that, they're all filled in, you copy that, and then you go to January week or January daily, every page basically, and you just copy that, paste it in. Right, just set it up where you want it, central somewhere on a daily, and that means no matter where you are, you can always go through the months as in tabs. Not that you actually need them. Again, paste here, so no matter where you are in your planner, you have all these, and that's basically how to set up linked tabs. If you really want to, you could actually place them right on top to look at actual tabs and part of the planner, like so. March didn't bother with March, so if you go back to January and you say February month, takes you to February month, you want to go back to January month, you can go back to January month, you go to March, go to March month. We've not had any in there, so we'll just paste it in. So we'll go back to January month. So basically that's you. Not that you would want, I wouldn't bother with these up here, I've just shown you how to actually do it, but you've got all the tabs here. You rarely need any other tabs than the ones you have here. But if you feel as though you want to have fancy tabs at the top, then that's all you have to do. You can set them right at the top of your planner to look at actual tabs and that's you basically. So I hope this video has got everything the last video had, as well as a half decent audio so that you can actually hear what I'm actually saying, although my Scottish accent is quite broad, so hopefully that's not too much of a pain for you. But if you like it, please say you like the video and subscribe. So thanks again. Thank you. Bye bye now.